All right, shalom, shalom. First thing I want to do is give all praise and honor, glory to Yahweh, Bashem Shai, Bashem Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation, you brothers, pushing His word with true sincerity, with charity. So, first thing I'm going to say is fair use. The Fair Use Act is not for making any money. It's for criticism, information purposes under the Fair Use Act. All right. Now, Aaron the plumber, hey, look, man, a lot of people may scoff him, but hey, look, this man just said something, that's on point, man. Now I'm gonna play the video, and get some scriptures on it, cause he said something at the end. He said, I wouldn't let a female like that come near me, right? All right, so let's push play.
Nowadays, females will give you some pussy before they buy you a burger. Why is that? Because the burger holds more value. You could text 10 females in your phone right now. Baby, I'm hungry. Please, can you bring me a burger? See how many respond. Now text 10 of them back, right? They got to be females you had slept with before. Text them other 10 females back. Hey, baby, I got this dangalang here for you. Or tell them, you want some head?
What do you mean?
Like if you go order me some food and send it to my house.
And why would I do that? But why? Why you can't do it?
That shit crazy, bro.
I would not let them come nowhere near me.
Bumski!
They ready to give up that pussy, but not a burger.
That's crazy. They're like,
bro, now that
And he had that face, that look on his face like, nigga, I told you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy, because that's the world we live in today. All right? These women ain't women. These women are monstrous. Like the Pastor Ha, these hyenas. You know what I mean? They ain't right, man. All right? And you shouldn't want a woman like that around you. All right? You shouldn't want a woman like that around you. And you sisters should be more willing to help your husband out. Because we ain't going to say no man, because the man you dealing with is your husband. All right? It's this Rock 7. I'm going to start at 26. Is hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. Right? So if you got a woman after your mind, that means she can receive instructions. She know what you like. All right? She doing what you ask, which is a rare thing to come past. But some brothers actually got a level of it. All right? All right? Hey, look, man, don't be thankful. All right? But then the scripture said, but give not thyself over to a light woman. So if the woman ain't doing what you tell her to do, man, you shouldn't be dealing with her. And let's be honest, man. We're not. All right, let me get this. All right. This is Salakia. Let me get this real quick. This is 1 Corinthians 11:9. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. Right? So the man wasn't created to be woman's servant and to wait on a woman hands and feet. Don't get me wrong. You do. We got our roles. All right. We protect. All right. We cover you through the spirit, man. All right. But a woman, hey, look, it say help meet. All right. It say, hey, look, you got to meet the requirement. All right. So if like the scripture say, if a man get it for wife, he get it for possession. That mean you belong to me. You know what I mean? You're my servant. All right. So if I need something done, like I need some money or a hamburger, or I want to, a lot of women get bashed for giving they guy all they tax money. She in the right spirit, man. She in the right spirit. Regardless if he fuck it up, she doing what she's supposed to do, man. Is being obedient to her husband. All right? But on this side, women like that get bashed. All right? You know, women like that get bashed. But that's a woman you want. All right? A woman that's gonna follow your instruction. All right, not you shouldn't be, you know, running behind her. Baby, no, baby, no, baby. No. You come in, she ain't cooking. You know, let's say she just there. You know, and she ain't doing what you need her to do, cook, clean, whatever. You come in a dirty house, you been at work all day, and it's a constant thing. Not every. Hey, look, man, you don't need to deal with nobody like that, man. That's a light woman. And this something to really point out. If this Jake in the world is pointing this out, how much more us in the faith? This dude is just a regular nigga, man. But with a lot of common sense. All right? You shouldn't be dealing with nobody like that, man. All right? If you losing your mind, pulling your hair out about a situation, hey, look, man. Hey, look, why got that damn dragon in your house? All right? You know? Let me get Proverbs 31 to prove that. All right? Because a lot of women in this society feel like, you know, they ain't gotta work. You know, and I'm gonna start off with the Proverbs, the first verse, because this was another woman that worked her son and was telling her son, this is what you should look for. She was putting him on game. All right, this is something his mother taught him. All right, in which, you know, Lemuel gave us the sauce. All right? Because his mother taught him this, and then Lemuel came back, hey, look. And then it speaks heavier because it's a woman who taught him this. A virtuous woman who taught him this. All right? Let's see how many you women teach your daughters how to be monsters and teach your sons how to be subservient, pussy whipped. All right. You know, hey, look, I tell my woman all the time, if you don't like it, you can go. When you didn't have women and then lost women, when you didn't like the woman a lot, you know, and you know you had you know this was like a favorite woman and they leave. Hey, man, that shit changed you, man. All right? Once you experience that pain, you know what I mean? It's easy to let them go because you done been there, done that. You know what you got to do to get over it. Pray to Yahweh Shema Shai and just keep it moving, man. All right? Because if you let your mind dwell on that shit, all right, you'll go into a depression spree. All right? And that shit will just be eating at you. And you allowing Satan, all right, to just keep you in this rut. When you really need to grab yourself by the bootstraps and go on about your day and your life. You know? So this Proverbs 31, I'm going to start at 1. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. All right? So let's go down to let's go to verse 10. All right? She also told him, look, it ain't good for you to drink. All right? If you can't control yourself. If you get drunk and you get to tweaking and you pervert your judgment. That's pretty much what she said in a nutshell. You know, because, you know, this is Proverbs 31. I'm going to start at 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. Right? So, hey, look. You know how they're saying, hey, look, I'm good, man. My wife, bam. Hey, man, how many people can actually depend on a woman? How many of you brothers can actually say, you know, I trust this woman. All right? How many men out there can actually say you trust this woman? All right? And let that sit in. All right? I know my woman gonna take care of it. I know she ain't going nowhere. I mean, you got, man, what the fuck? In 2025, you don't know what the fuck on these bitches' mind. All right? One day they good, next day they not good. One day they all right. 10 minutes later, goddamn it, she talking about fuck you, I want to leave. You know what I'm saying? It says, she will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant ship. She bringeth her food from afar. She arises also while yet night and giveth meat to her household and a portion to her maidens. So all of the women that's in the house, which is not only her daughters, her sons, but also she makes sure if you got other women, you got other wives, nigga, she makes sure they straight too. But you women nowadays, man, y'all ain't shit, man. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all hear a man got 2 women, I don't know what's wrong with them. Bitch, I don't know what's wrong with you. You the problem. He cheated on me. He had it there with another woman. But if the woman would have came in the house, you know how much financial stability you would have had? You would have had a friend, all right? Somebody to help you keep the fucking house clean. Somebody help you change pampers and make sure the kids straight. But you women don't fucking think like that. But guess what? You're going to get a rude awakening once all hell break loose. That's why Isaiah 4 exists. Because that's going to happen. All right? It says, she rises also while it's yet night and giveth meat to her household and a portion to her maidens. She considereth a field and buyeth it with the fruit of her hands. She planteth a vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength and the strength of her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hand to the spindle and her hands hold the staff. She stretches out her hand to the poor, yea, she reaches forth her hand to the needy. She is not afraid of snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. So this telling you basically you should find a woman that's an asset, man, not a fucking liability, man. Or if you talking to a woman, the first question you should ask her, me personally, is your mom and your daddy. You know what I mean? Hey, look, you got your mom and your daddy in your life? Your mom and your daddy? You should really pick a woman's mind. Then ask if she got a job. Hey, well, how long you been working? Like real shit, man. Like, is this woman stable enough? All right? You dealing with a woman that can't keep a job? All right, but she always got something to say and run her mouth all the goddamn time. She just there for pussy. Hey, look, you get that anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You dealing with this nonsense, man. Hey, now ain't the time for that, man. All right? You dealing with these pretty little problems. All right? Fuck all that. If a woman ain't an asset to you, there's really no point in her being around, man. All right, because we got work to do, and the last thing we should be worrying about is a damn dragon that should be the last thing we worried about. Is a fire breathing dragon. All right, and you know who I'm talking about, the Israelite women or whatever woman. All right, we got these scriptures, like the scriptures say. I know I didn't spell that right. All right, this is 2 Timothy 3:16. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. So everything that we read, all right, in the scriptures, all right, the scriptures teach you everything. How to throw a party, all right, etiquette, all right, how to be a good host, you know what I'm saying, how to raise your children, all right, how to deal with your woman, in a sense. You know, it tell you, you know, pretty much, hey, look, you know, you shouldn't be dealing with a light woman, all right? It tell you what to look for in a woman, how to perceive a virtuous woman. Hey, look, this knowledge we got is far above any rubies. The Lord really putting us on game. Yahweh Shema Shai told us what to look for in a woman. All right? And what to stay away from. Attributes. A foolish woman is clamorous, simple, and she know of nothing. That means you should stay away from a woman like that. If you see this loud mouth, you know what I'm saying, big booty bitch, the dragon, Salakia, this big booty dragon, and she can't keep her mouth closed, then you should think of that scripture. All right? To keep you away from women like that, man. You know? You hear this? You hear that quiet? That's peace. You got no bitch in here. Oh, yeah, nigga, you ain't get this nigga. Look, I would have kicked the bitch out as soon as I seen it. There's levels to it. Don't get me wrong, because you always you're going to have trouble in the flesh. But the shit shouldn't be a shit show all the time. Always an issue. Always a problem. Always a something. Every day an argument. No peace. You get up and do it. Oh no, I can't deal with no woman like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm doing XYZ. And you brothers really need to have confidence about yourself through the Spirit, and trusting Yahweh Shema Shai first and foremost. Because really, the scriptures say, do these things and everything else will be added unto you. Fuck these bitches. If you get one, you get one. Whatever. But if you do this, hey, look, we going to get all that and some. Scriptures say we're going to receive 100-fold. So with that, I just hope it was edifying. I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, the great millstone. And salutations to you brothers pushing this word with truth, sincerity, with charity. Shalom and above.